Hello and welcome, this is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more of the Beast and Exploration DLC for Battle Brothers, picking up right where we left off in the last video. And I honestly don't know where to attack now. We obviously don't want these Goblin Wolf Riders to catch my flank here. But I also don't want to engage them up on this high ground to give them even more of an advantage than they already have. I think we hold. Because I just don't know what to do at the moment. And good. I guess I could move here and put the dog out. How about with this fight? It's very extremely dangerous for this guy to move in, but I kind of feel like we gotta get doing something, right? Alright, so you've taken damage, you haven't, so you're the better candidate. Good. Now we can kill the wolf, or we can go after the Goblin Wolf Rider. The wolf will go, so I think we have to go there. And then I'm gonna hold, because we may end up moving. Shoot. I could attack, then back off. I could move in, then back off. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna hold. So I could move in here to help protect. Okay, let's start attacking here. Okay, we got him to flee. That's perfect. Alright, I'm going to come in here again to protect our flank. Or should I move here? I should probably move here. Alright, as much as I want to go up and engage, it'd be really dumb of me, I think. So we're just going to have to hold. I'm going to actually hit the hold button for right now. Okay, I think you can move in here. Fire an arrow here. Excellent. I don't think they'll be able to squeeze in here. I mean, in theory, the one wolf could go here, and then the other one would squeeze in here, and then I'd be in trouble. But I don't know if there's anything I can guarantee that that wouldn't happen. So we're just going to end turn. And I really don't have a move here either. I mean, unless I could move to here and attack, but... Oh, you know what? Actually, no, I do have a move. If I move here and attack, but if I do that, I'm exposed, and these guys can come in and attack me. So you know what? I think we're going to have to end turn here. It's unfortunate. If they just run, that's fine. I know that's less heads and everything, but we also have to realize that this is an extremely dangerous fight that we're doing. And everything we can get out of this. Okay, it looks like this is going to be over with. We'll let the wolves run, if that's what they're inclined to do. I don't think you need to fight anymore, so... I'm just going to hold for now. A lot of these guys are just going to be holding. You can come in and poke. Okay. And you can go back into your pocket. So they went over off that way somewhere, so we'll kind of just respond to that move. But I think this is going to be over. We're just going to have to wait for confirmation. You know what? I should be here just in case. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna say it's over. Because it is. Alright, I don't know exactly how many heads we got there, and again, if the Goblin Wolf Rider as a unit is just one head, we kind of got screwed out of that deal, but if it's Goblin is one head, Wolf is another, that's actually awesome. Alright, let's grab our things. Alright, leave. So how many did that calculate? It calculated 8. So I think we just got 1 per. Because we let 2 get away, I think there was 10. So, alright. Injuries mean you need to be removed. We do have a level up. Okay. So at this point, I'm probably going to take Brawny. I thought I would allow him to actually wear decent armor, but let's actually get see what we get roll-wise. Alright, rolled kind of badly in some ways, but defense rolled pretty well. So I guess I'll happily take that. Really wish we roll well over here. Or for something, but okay, we'll just keep taking defense, if that's what they're going to give me. We have to pick something. Well, if I pick something, I think it's going to be fatigue. Okay. So with that done, I think Brawny is where we go. This is we're really needed here. I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to upgrade this guy's armor. Because, you know, the way things work. So we give you 80 and 50. Yeah, I guess I will have to do, unless, of course, we want to go to that. Get that head defense. But yeah, this will do, I guess. Alright, well, it's still going to be some level ups before this guy is really all that usable. Alwyn's not that far away, though. Maybe. Alright. I did do all the level ups, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get going back on the road again. So at least we killed something. So we will get paid out of this ordeal. Out of all the things I could have fought, that was not really one of the things that was high on my list. But we'll have to take it. We very easily could have lost one of our brothers in that fight. So I think we got lucky. Alright, so this is the second leg of our journey. That town is just where it was said to be. You have the men go for some rest and recuperation while you plan out the last leg of the patrol. Alright, let's take a look at the market. First thing we're going to do is sell all these furs. We'll sell that. I mean, as much as I like these, I already have 2 and I have 3 of these things, so yeah, let's just sell all this stuff. Alright. As a matter of fact, I probably don't need 3 of these things, so I'll sell one. There we go. Cleaned it up a little bit. Okay, now that we've done that, what do we want to buy here? Anything? Prices don't look particularly good on pretty much anything. But let's see, there's a weaponsmith and an armor. And big towns tend to have more variety of goods. So we'll have to see. Prices seem pretty not good. I mean, that's more than 50% difference in price. Yeah, these are really bad prices. I think, honestly, with our world generation, we got kind of screwed. Because there's really not a good place to get armor that we can depend upon to not get screwed by prices. That has a decent variety on top of all that. Because, yeah, sure, I mean, there's good variety here. There's definitely things I'd want to pick up here. But at these kind of prices, we don't have a lot of money on hand. I don't think we can do it. We're just gonna have to move on. Anybody interesting in here? We've got a deserter, sellsword, level 4. That wouldn't be bad, although he costs us way too much money. Disowned noble. At this stage, I'd definitely be getting a higher level guys, if I'm getting anyone. But yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that jumps out at me. I mean, this guy would be awesome to get, but we can't afford it, sadly. All right, let's get moving. So we're really just going back to where we got this contract. Obviously, I want to fight more. So anything we encounter along the way, I'm going to want to jump in and do what we can. How are we doing on our injuries? So 1 to 2 days, 2 to 4 days. This is a bad one. I'm not going to use this, though, because these are all, like, backliners, and I don't really necessarily care. It's not like we're hurting to have a full roster of men. Not really a reason to stop in this town that I'm aware of. All right, so where I've seen a lot of action is, you know, up in this area. So we may even go out of our way because we've got 6 days where we can still do fighting. So staying on the roads isn't necessarily going to be the best for us. As a matter of fact, I don't know if we could even find camps and fight those and have those count. Maybe. The thing is, we don't want to get too close to the town, because if we do that, I think it will trigger. So I'm going to kind of go on a wide berth here. If we don't find anything, we don't find anything. Let's also give us an opportunity to heal a bit. And if we find any evil camps along the way, all the better. I don't really want to be near woods while... Oh. What do we got here? They're in camp. You put your head down for a nap. A silky bedsheet slides off your body as you roll to a side. How do I have silky bedsheets in the middle of the woods? Birds flutter past a sleek ivory frame window. A voice pours into your ear, a hint of an aroma you've never smelled before gracing you. You're awake. A woman rolls herself over, running a finger down your chest before going back up and seizing your chin. Lithe, pretty, the sun glowing across her smooth face and lighting up a set of emerald eyes, she goes for a kiss. You quickly slide out of bed and frantically look around. She grips the sheets and comes to her knees, confused. What's wrong? Where are you going, my emperor? Oh, this is going... we know what... this is the end game thing. All right. Oh, wow, this is long. Okay, looking up, you see a ceiling that stretches so far up, you can hardly even see the artwork, which has been exquisitely embroidered there. You open a door and step out onto a balcony. Impossibly tall buildings, red, white, gold banners, a horizon steepled with black shapes stretching as far as the eye wishes to see. Domes, fountains, great arches, statues that stand so stretching as far as the eye wishes to see. Did I reread that? I may have. Yeah, all right, sorry. So tall they seem to be commanding the structures as soldiers. Atop each roof is a garden greater and more lush than anything you've seen in the eternal springs of nature itself. Suddenly, 2 men emerge at your sides with cages of doves and let them out. The birds desperately scatter, and just then a roar erupts beneath you. Great crowds of people jumping and waving banners around. They love their emperor, the woman speaks from the doorway. Go to them. You look down to see a stream of soldiers marching down the middle of the road, each man stepping in unison with his brother. A steady staccato clap of boots, their faces stern in their gilded helmets, long pole arms glistening upward as though they meant to defeat their enemies with opulence itself. They're going off to war, to face the great beyond and defeat it. The woman is at your side. She smiles warmly, taking you by the arm. You feel ready to agree to it. This new reality, whatever it be. You take her by the cheek, ready to fall into her embrace, but a cry from below wails loud and clear of all else. You glance down to see the soldiers, once joined in the perfect uniformity, breaking rank. In the distance, a great mountain is erupting, jetting great bursts of red fire and an enormous cloud of hot ash, which quickly pools into the city. Buildings disintegrate, gardens burst into flames, and the people scream. They turn away, but there is no escaping the heat. The soldiers collapse and scream. a surging, searing heat, and soon enough, you see the denizens melting in it. The soldiers becoming metal golems, singed into the very armor which was meant to protect them, and the unarmored crowd simply burst aflame. The woman cries at your side, "Oh, it's horrible! Horrible! Would you look at it? But it's okay. Understand? It's perfectly okay. Look at me. Look at me." Woman grabs you and spins you. Her one soft features have hardened to blackened flakes. The top of her head already burnt bald. Her teeth falling out of dripping gums. Yet she's grinning. "We'll rise again, Emperor. We shall rise again." Her skull breaks apart and her body collapses into a pile of burning bones. You jerk awake to find Alwyn shaking you. "Sir, wake up. You got a group of refugees here saying that the dead are rising from the earth and killing everything in sight." The woman's face flashes before your eyes. Is horrifically scarred, but this doesn't stop her from grinning. The Empire rises. All right. So that was a lot of text. I think that's the longest bit of text ever I've read in this game so far. But I kind of suspected at a certain point, but that's what we were going to have. This is the end game. So usually speaking, when you have the end game for Battle Brothers, you get a herald of things to come, and you have the start off of the conflict. So there it is. So I'm not really sure if we want to stick with this contract too much longer, because we are in the end game right now. As a matter of fact, we could take an ambition involving it if we wanted to. It's kind of up to us what we want to do. I mean, obviously there's been a battle here at some point, but I don't see any tracks. We could try and see if there's any enemy. Come on, don't follow the road over here. Yeah, so there was undead that came in here, but I think it attacked the caravan. The caravan was able to defeat what attacked it. All right, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take my money because I want to start doing contracts to defeat the undead. We're going to have to watch carefully on the map from this point on, because I think parts of the map will start getting attacked by the undead. So we're going to need to look in particular for ruins or things like that to indicate where the undead may be. And many of the contracts we're going to be taking from here on out will probably involve them. Ideally, I think we may want to stick in this area to try and protect it, because this is where we're getting a lot of our upgrades and equipment. And if this area gets destroyed, which I believe both the undead and the greenskins can do so. I mean, I know the greenskins can, but I'm fairly certain the undead can as well. If they destroy this area, that would be really bad for us. So... Okay, so returning to Baron Ludolf von Rosenving, you find the man sitting deeply into an enormous chair, as if he needed all the space to support his nobility, opulence, and pride. You talk about the patrol, how you killed 8 while on the road. Your emphasis on the kills, as that is what you're being paid for. Baron Ludolf von Rosenving nods and has one of his men throw crowns into her satchel and hand it over. We get 768 crowns, which is honestly not that much considering the fight we had, but I think we need to get moving with what's going on right now. We could take this contract and go down and do that other thing, but I really don't want to do that now, so let's see what else we can do. Okay, so we're starting to get rid of some of this food. We do not have a faction contract at this point. I also don't have a ton of money. As much as I don't know if I want to do this, I may want to end that ambition because I don't think we're going to get to it anytime soon. You don't have to take the war ambition, but it's a good way to track how the war is going. So what is the current status of my men? They seem like they're fairly good nude. We do know that canceling the ambition tends to have ill effects, but as far as mood, morale, and things like that, if we can get to a tavern, I might be able to overcome that, though. Yeah, there's a tavern down here, so I might make my way down that way and see what we can do with that. But yeah, I think we need to do the ambition that tracks the war here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and cancel. Alright, well, we are at that point to go ahead and wrap up the video here, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.